The psychology behind fear of success is far more complicated than simply being afraid of achieving something. Sometimes people consciously want success, while unconsciously fearing everything they believe success will bring with it. Greater responsibility, higher expectations, criticism, visibility, pressure, or the possibility of losing what currently feels familiar. This creates an internal contradiction where one part of you wants to move forward while another quietly pulls you backward. You may procrastinate when an important opportunity appears, suddenly lose motivation when things start going well, or create unrealistic standards that make success almost impossible. You may tell yourself that you are not ready, that the timing is wrong, or that you need to improve yourself first, when underneath those explanations is the fear of what might happen if you actually succeed. Sometimes, success threatens an existing identity. If you have always seen yourself as the overlooked person, the struggling person, or the person who never quite makes it, becoming successful forces you to become someone unfamiliar. That can be surprisingly uncomfortable. Another hidden fear is increased expectations. Once you succeed, you may worry that everyone will expect you to repeat that success, leaving you terrified that your next attempt will expose you as a fraud. Success can also create fear of judgment, because being visible means receiving more attention, praise, criticism, and comparison. The greatest tragedy is that fear of success can disguise itself as laziness or lack of ambition when the person may actually be protecting themselves from psychological discomfort. You may sabotage opportunities, abandon projects near completion, or choose goals that are safe enough to pursue, but never meaningful enough to transform your life. Recognizing these patterns does not mean forcing yourself into success without considering your emotional needs. It means becoming honest about what success represents to you. Ask yourself what you believe would change if you achieved the thing you say you want. Would you become more responsible? More visible? More vulnerable? Would certain relationships change? Would you finally have to confront the question of what comes next? Healing begins when you understand that success does not require you to become perfect or permanently perform at your highest level. You are allowed to succeed and still rest. You are allowed to grow without becoming someone else. You are allowed to achieve something without immediately proving that you can repeat it forever. Sometimes the life you desire feels frightening because it requires you to release the identity you have used to survive. The goal is not to eliminate fear before moving forward. It is to stop treating fear as evidence that you should remain where you are. Sometimes success is not frightening because you are incapable of achieving it, but because a part of you knows that once you step into your potential, you can no longer hide behind the person you used to be.